Now, next question. Rogers, I've been sending emails, but I've not seen any sales. Okay, interesting. Let's see how am I going to approach this. Okay, there are okay in random form. So just there are informational type of email. Okay, informational. For example, you serve, let's say, education content. You basically share some news about industry events and all those things. Those are informational. And if you do not have a specific call to action, you're not going to get any sales. Okay. On the other end, you have emails which is basically designed specifically for sales. For example, if you do e-com, all right, you will have basically a promotion emails, a sales email, a discount email, an event email, for example. Then the CTA is basically for them to take action to buy something. Okay, so if you're in info products, you will have an argument about, you basically build a story around, let's say, why this particular pain point is important, that someone who's reading it should take note of it, to try to raise an awareness of the pain point. And the subsequent, in the email itself, then leads to a CTA, which either obviously in most cases goes to a sales page, and that's where the selling is done. Okay, so that's sales, right? And then obviously there's trust building. Okay, so trust building, which is also to a certain extent tied to info. You talk about, basically helping give them value, right? Telling them, for example, like what I'm doing with my email newsletter is some form of trust building. What I'm doing here is also some form of trust building, right? To show that this is what I know and this is how I'm going to share with you. And it's up to you to make a decision whether this information is relevant to you or not, or do I gel with you? Okay, do my thoughts and thinking gel with you? If you do, then yes, we can probably have a connection and a relationship along the way. Okay, so these are the three things. Now, if your entire email, the way you write those emails, are skewed towards these two, right? And you don't have a product on offer, you're not going to get any sales. But on the other end of the spectrum, if you continue to send just sales related email, today I talk about one product, tomorrow I'm going to do another affiliate product, for example. The next day I'm going to do another offer, right? For example, right? And worst thing is I send to almost everybody on my list, without taking into the context, without taking into their interest. So it's actually I'm spamming, right? Like the previous example. I would also not get sales. I will get a lot of unsubscribes. I will get a lot of people who are not happy with me, right? So what do you do? You then do basically two things. Okay. Wait, what am I doing? Okay. First, you can start the email by adding something of value, talking about current situation, for example, and what are the things or problems that a person will face, and then tie into a call to action to a product or service that you offer. Okay. So for example, let's say if you do a copywriting course, and you're talking about, how basically the competition, especially after COVID, everybody's on social media, everybody is trying to get hold of new clients and all those things, and everybody's running ads. And how do you stand out? All right, so it's not about, how do you do the media buying. Obviously that helps, but then how do you stand out in terms of your image in your creative? Then you can say that one of the key ways of doing this is to have very strong copywriting skills. And if you are, pitching to, for example, somebody who wants to build a second gig, or somebody who wants to build a skill that can be monetized easily or in high demand, then copywriting obviously is one of them, right? And you happen to offer a copywriting course, then that's where you add value, or you bring awareness to this, and then you have the call to action. Okay. The other way of doing it is what you call a 3+1 method. So you have three basically value posts or value email. and then leading to one email, which is basically an invitation, right, to participate in a commercial transaction with you. Okay, so let's say, for example, you have a launch, okay, and it's coming up, and what you do is the first three emails is talking about whatever that's related to the product that you can serve, and you give value in terms of that. Give them tips or give them basically things that they can do immediately, and if they want to go to the next step, which is the this email, oops, and the next step is this email, all right, which is basically leading them to a sales page or leading them to getting on a call with you to help them to the next step. And obviously, to go there, they have to pay you, right? So that's how, Rajesh, you can then use email to generate sales. But if it's just purely, if you're just sending information and you don't think about, getting them to take the next step, you are not going to get sales. You get appreciative set of readers, but there's nothing for them to buy. You didn't put in anything for them to buy, or you didn't put an offer for them, and it's not relevant to them, for example. Then you're not going to get sales. But if you combine this, for example, you can do this, especially when you run campaign. You probably use this because it's very specific, all right? Campaign for a specific product or service that you want to launch or you want to promote, then you can use this. Alternatively, you can then do the 3+1 method, three content or three value building emails. And then the last one, which is a culmination of the three emails earlier, is to invite them to take the next step. Okay. Now, your email marketing becomes a lot more effective. Okay. Hi, and thanks for watching. If you need my help to set up your email marketing engine for your business, just click on the link here and you see a list of services that will help you grow your leads and sales and also increase your profits through emails. I'm looking forward to working with you soon.